Hi, I'm Grant. My sister has an intellectual disability that affects almost every aspect of her life, and therefore affects our whole family. Sometimes I feel like no one really understands what it's like to be Grace's brother. I have a lot of conflicting emotions and thoughts about what is fair. In a quote from the Sibling Support Project, for most parents, the thought of going it alone, raising a child with special needs without the benefit of knowing another parent in a similar situation, would be unthinkable. Yet this routinely happens to brothers and sisters. Brothers and sisters, like parents, like to know that they are not alone with their unique joys and concerns. It was great to interview all of these people because I found others who understand.
We've created this video for two purposes. The first is to show siblings of children with disabilities that many other children are experiencing similar situations, and there are places that offer support, and to give testimonies of the experiences of other kids. The second is to give people who aren't in our situation a new perspective or insight on children with disabilities and their families.
The 7 people we interviewed come from different backgrounds, different hometowns, and are involved in different activities. Their age groups span from elementary students to adults. But a common thread runs through all of their answers: love for their sibling.
My sister's 13. 13.
And she is 47 years old.
He is 15.
My sibling is 13 years old.
He is 34.
She is 15. She was born with Down syndrome. Autism.
And she has Down syndrome.
He has Angelman syndrome.
It's undiagnosed right now. They're not 100% sure as to what it really is, but it's just generally birth defects that involved intellectual ability.
He was diagnosed with the moderate intellectual disability and dyslexia and some other terminology I don't know.
Okay.
She has a chromosome abnormality.
I guess what I've seen a lot is the siblings may not understand their brother or sister's disability. The parents haven't really told them much about it.
When were you first aware of your sibling's condition?
It was pretty obvious that he had something, like right when he was born. He was really sick. We couldn't see him for a couple of days afterwards. He was in intensive care. They didn't really diagnose him with anything though until he was about 22 months.
I think I was first aware really truly in 4th grade. Before that, I kind of knew something was a little bit different, but it never really set in what it really was.
I don't know. Yeah, we were 5 years apart, so probably even when she was first born, I think we were told that she had Down syndrome when she was born, so we didn't really know what it was at that time, but we knew that she was going to be developmentally challenged in that, so.
Probably when I was 9.
Okay.
I really didn't know, but I knew something was up, so I just learned about it.
When I was in 1st grade, he started preschool and they noticed that he wasn't socializing and responding to people, so then he was referred to a program for individuals with hearing impairments, and they thought he had a hearing problem. Turns out he was just super shy. We evaluated and then put him in an appropriate program for him.
Well, my parents probably learned when she was young, and I've known forever.
Do you feel that people treat your sibling with respect?
In general, sometimes when she plays with friends, they'll go off in group with their friends and kind of leave her out sometimes. She doesn't always get invited to birthday parties. Generally, if she does, it's just because it's a family friend. But, generally they're not mean to her face or really at all, so that's good.
Sometimes I see, sometimes she sits at lunch alone, and I think some people tease her because she has autism.
Do you feel that people treat your sibling with respect?
Yeah, most of the time. You always have those person or two that doesn't understand really what's wrong, and they don't see the point of it. But for the most part, everyone's really nice to him.
Yeah, in today's world, they do. Early on, I don't necessarily think that they did. They probably just looked at her differently. But she, had an opportunity to grow up and going to school and that. So yeah, I think she was treated with respect. Yeah.
For the most part, everyone really loves my brother. He's super friendly. There have been times that people have tried to take advantage of him or have taken advantage of him or made fun of him too. So.
How has having a sibling with a disability affected you or your character?
Well, it affects me in the way that I'm the middle child, but I'm also the older child. Like that I wasn't always as young as, I was. I was always very mature about, and I've, known I've become more understanding, I guess, and patient with other people because of that.
And it's made me, you see things in a different way than what you usually would. And you understand more about a human in their life. Like, you don't judge people as much.
I think that with my brother, I think I've become more accepting and open of other people. My patience, I definitely have increased that with others. I've become an advocate for my brother and others with disabilities. I've had the passion to work in this field, and I seem to be more willing to help others and volunteer my time.
Can look at a lot of other kids that are like my sister, and be able to interact with them a lot more easily, and have a little bit more of a feeling for them, I guess.
Sometimes she gets more attention, but I just figure she needs it because she has autism, and sometimes she has problems doing stuff.
I am definitely more accepting of others, and I'm willing to go out and meet people who I'm not sure what they're going to be like, and my family is completely different because of her.